Let's talk gold versus silver. Silver is still way down from its 2011 record highs, whereas gold has been lately pushing above $2,000. So it's not so far off. Only about $40, $50, $60 down from the records that we saw, in fact, in 2020. Let's get more on gold versus silver. We're joined by one of our favorites, Jeffrey Christian of CPM Group. Jeffrey, it's great to see you. Seems like a long time. Yes. We'll start off with gold, because it's the main driver in many ways. Your thesis is that if the Fed does fulfill the expectations or perhaps the wishes of many in the market and start reducing interest rates, that's going to be great for gold.
Well, our view is that the Fed won't do that, that the Fed is probably more correct than the perception of what the market consensus is. And we think that the Fed will increase interest rates in May and then hold them steady pretty much for the rest of the year. And only reduce them when they start seeing really serious signs of economic weakness. So we think that the market is misreading the overall economy, is misreading what the Fed is doing, and that the Fed probably will be right, and the market view that you hear as the consensus probably will be wrong.
So, and just remind us, why are lower interest rates often thought of as good for gold?
It's actually an inaccurate take on it. And, you know, the relationship between changes in real interest rates and changes in real gold prices is negative 16%. And there's a lot of times when lower interest rates actually coincide with lower gold prices, too. What really is important is, why are the interest rates rising or falling, right? And right now, rising interest rates are rising because the Fed is increasing interest rates, and because there are many people in the market, at least in the currency market, who think the Fed will be able to get inflation under control. And we have seen inflation coming down, 2.5% over the last year now, or since the middle of last year. So interest rates are rising, and the markets are saying, okay, it looks like the Fed actually can reduce interest rates without throwing us into a recession. And that's actually negative for gold. Rising interest rates and a perception that rates are rising because the Fed can control inflation. If rates were rising and the perception was that the Fed can't control inflation, that would be good for gold, right? So that's sort of where we are. And, you know, the idea that you have to reduce interest rates because you have these bank instability issues and because the economy is teetering on the brink of a recession doesn't necessarily hold up to financial analysis scrutiny.
Jeffrey, why has gold gone back up to the 2000 level, or around 2000? What has pushed it up over the past year?
You don't have time for me to go through the litany of issues. Look, you know, the bottom line is there are any number of economic, financial market, and political issues. Sure. You know, the big ones politically, you've got U.S. versus China, you've got the Russian invasion of Ukraine and everything that means for the global interaction. You have domestic problems in the United States, Canada, the U.K., Europe, Russia, China, India, Turkey. You know, you have financial instability. You've seen a couple smaller banks roll over in the United States in the last month. You saw Credit Suisse be taken over by UBS.
And that's a huge story. And actually, Jeffrey, let me cut you off because we're running out of time. You gave us a list of explanations there. As you say, it's long. What about silver? You say that silver tends to lag gold on the upside. Which you say, I mean, we always think of silver investors as very loyal, but you say they have a propensity to sell faster than gold investors?
Yeah, if you look at it, you know, when investors are bearish on gold, they buy less gold. When investors are bearish on silver, they sell it. You know, they sold almost 2 billion ounces between 1990 and 2005, and that's a real risk. But I think silver's lagging gold simply because more people in more parts of the world see gold as that financial diversifier in a world that's facing a plethora of problems.